First off, I don't care what you people say. Never follow rules. I'm a trendsetter anyway. Okay, I march to the beat of my own drum. They say I need rules in my life. Well, I got some. That's one. Kill the competition. Two. Be a loyal dog. Three. And if they snitching on your man, send them to the morgue. Four. When you party, go hard till you hit the floor. Five. If you didn't see me do it, what the hell you asking for? Welcome to my world. SINA.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Big Llama Show. I'm the Big Llama. This is the Sunday night live stream. We come to you live every Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, here on the Facebooks, on YouTube, and on Twitch at Blkout_AD. And it's myself, the Big Llama, and Blkout AD, my co-host extraordinaire. So welcome to the show, Mr. Blkout AD. How are you this fine evening?
All right, calm down, dude. Take it three down.
All right, I'm excited.
Yeah. Great intro, man. I'm doing good. Another day we get to talk bullshit. I thought last week's episode was really good, so I've been excited to get back with you and conversate, man.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited because I don't know, man. I'm like hyped up for this show, and just because we haven't talked all week, and it kind of excites me when we don't talk during the week, because I'm like, all right, what are we going to talk about? Let's just see how it goes. And again, we're getting closer to our trip, so I'm excited about that. So as we get closer, I'm getting more hype. So I'm just I
officially got the ticket booked.
Oh, good. Yeah. So, but
we got to get the Airbnb situation. We got to figure that out.
So the question is Tang yes or no? He's a no. Okay, so no.
Sadly.
Okay, so I got to cancel the order for the pub sub in the car.
Damn, Tang. He would have been so happy.
He would have been.
I might have to bring one back. You know what I mean? Get one on the way.
Yeah.
I'll keep the mayonnaise off or whatever.
You just put the stuff on the side, right?
Yeah.
It's not the same, but it'll be close. Anyway. All right, so we got some folks in the chat. We got some people in the chat. So we got Hercules is in the building. He's in here early. All right, Hercules. You were here dropping the ADs.
I was about to say, you just skipped over me.
No. Yeah, I know you're there. You're dropping them ADs. So if you're on Twitch, make sure you let us know you're on Twitch by hitting them ADs in the chat. And he's also here on the YouTube as well, on the Blkout AD channel. Katie's here. Happy Sunday. All right. Our dudes over here, the Just Dudes Being Guys, are over here. They're saying what's up. They're saying yo. All right, so good to have them. We got to shout out some of our longtime our longtime supporters. Chat Mom is here, and it was her birthday this week, right? So happy belated birthday, Chat Mom. And the Birdman himself, his birthday was this week. So happy birthday to the Birdman. So we would not be doing our job if we didn't at least celebrate their birthdays, or at least acknowledge their birthdays, for sure. So. Yeah. I know Birdie went to Universal or something. He went theme parking for his birthday, so he had a good time. I get nervous as a big man getting on these rides because I get kicked off the rides. So I wanted to ask him when he was on with you. I was going to ask him, like, hey, he got on the Velocicoaster because I want to get on that one, but
yeah, I'm
afraid to wait in line for 2 hours and be like, no, I'm sorry, so you're too big. You can't ride. So I want to ask him if he got on and how. And if it hurt. So listen, man, they're not made for big guys like us, these roller coasters. So, I mean, you're what, 6 foot something? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, some of these coasters that you can't even put your knees in them, man. Like they like, you're like uncomfortable for the duration of the ride.
Honestly, now that I think about it, but I feel like I've been the same size for a while, so I don't know. But I haven't been on a roller coaster in a long time, so I don't even.
Yeah, no, like I said it. Well, I've sworn off water parks because I got kicked off the water slide, so that I won't be there for a while. But roller coasters are the next thing. Like that's why I'm working on my fitness. Anyway, and Chat Mom says thanks, Chatacorn birthday for sure. Just Dudes Being Guys is saying happy birthday to both of them. All right, everyone's hitting up with the birthdays for sure. Katie says happy birthday to Chat Mom and Jay Birdie. And candles cake to the homie Jay Bird. All right. From your boy Hercules Outlaw. All right. So happy birthday to them. Yo, man, we got a lot of content on the channel this week. If you hadn't seen Whiplash, that came out right after our show or just before the show, and now we've got The Raid. I don't know if you got a chance to watch it, man, but that's a crazy sick ass movie.
Yeah.
It's so much so that I have another piece of content, the top 3 deaths in that movie. Like completely crazy ass deaths that I'm gonna be putting on YouTube Shorts and on TikTok. But if you haven't seen it, please watch it. You don't have. I mean, it's a foreign language film, but there's hardly any talking. Or at least I didn't put any talking in the edit. So it's all action and guns and maiming and killing, and it all takes place in one building. It's crazy. It's a crazy movie. So it's doing really well. So and I released it in the middle of the night because I was finished with it and I wanted it out. I wanted to put it out and say it's out there. So plus it's an international film, so I figured, okay, if anyone from Indonesia is watching it, it'll be in the morning when I released it. So we're international, so we're thinking about that. Anyway, so that's out. That reaction is out. And then I think my first impression review that we talked about last week is out for Whiplash. That one is out, and I'm doing one this week on Wednesday or Thursday for The Raid, so there'll be another one for that one. And I did a movie review for the movie Mean Girls. So I got a lot of content that came out this week. I'm excited, man. That's why I was able to kind of do some of the things I've wanted to do for the channel. And I'll give you some credit, AD. You kind of lit the fire, man. You were putting out that Pokemon content. I was like, man, I got to catch up to AD. He's starting to put your thumbnails. I stepped up my thumbnail game. I did everything, man. I said, this guy's not going to beat me. So
I am. I am, Llama. But I'm happy to see you doing all the content and putting more time in it. Because I always say, like, I mean, obviously you have the biggest following, but you don't put the most content out. And I'm like, man, if you just put a lot of content out, who knows what kind of numbers you would have if you had a couple videos a week. So now we're gonna get to see it. And
yeah.
I do hate that you posted that stupid dog thing, but then I looked and it had 3,000 views, and I was like, well, so stupid.
It's funny is I find something that I find funny, and I go, you know what? I'm just gonna put that out there because it's funny. But yeah, I didn't think it would do much on YouTube. I thought I did it for TikTok more than anything. I said, it's a TikTok video. I put it on the TikTok, and I was like, if I'm going to put it here, I might as well put it on YouTube, and let's see what happens. So when I did it on YouTube and it got 3,000 hits, I was like, oh shit. It got 3,000 hits and like 10 subs in a day. And I was like, oh, well, I guess it works.
Yeah. I mean, you never know what pops off, but I was just like, this is so stupid. And why is there so many views?
You just never know what is gonna hit, right? Like what's gonna be the one video that like takes off. And yeah, it's Kevin Hart going, yeah, no, look over here. Like, I mean, it was fun, man. It's a fun video. I really enjoyed doing the movie review more than anything this week, just because it was spur of the moment. Like I really wasn't gonna do one. Like I went to see the movie and I loved the movie. I enjoyed it. So I was like,
oh, I was gonna ask you, why didn't you put it on the Clips channel?
I was kind of like debating putting it on the Clips channel, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna see if I get any more traction, because movie reviews for me haven't done well on either channel. So I was like, all right, I did one on that one because it was the actual it was from my reactions. So I was like, all right, if it's from my reaction, I'm not going to double up on the reaction on the same channel, right? That's why I was kind of like wavering. So I did the movie review, and I'm like, okay, it did not get any traction on either channel. So I'm still kind of tinkering with where I'm going to put like new movie reviews. But the next Raid one, the one that's the first impression, that one will go on the Clips channel, because that's, again, it's the same information that you saw on the regular channel. So I'm not going to double up on that one.
Yeah, but I think you should put, if you're going to do reviews like that, put it on that Clips channel, just because it's the same style of content.
Yeah.
And it would help. I think it would help, because if they're looking for like your talking points and not necessarily watching the movie, they'll go to that channel more often, and then they'll tend to watch reviews more. At least from experience, because I rarely watch like movie reactions like yours. Like I'll watch a couple of yours, or like if Real Rejects puts a movie out I haven't seen in a while, I'll watch it. But other than that, like if I'm watching something, it's mostly like what you're doing on the Clips channel. I feel like I would just tend to gravitate towards your reviews on that channel if I'm already there.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I
No.
like that you did that though, because even though it's not a high view thing, I think it's just good to get that, like, your thoughts out. It's just extra practice for like exact explaining what you see in the movie. It's more concentrated than like you watching the movie and then having to
Yeah.
explain it.
No. Like I said, it just because I did this. I should have done it last year when I went to almost every movie opening, like
Yeah.
in the
I mean,
summer.
yeah.
I should have done every single one of
Yeah.
them, because I think I saw like 10
You
movies
really need
that
to
summer.
capitalize on the outer movie reviews,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you go,
Yeah.
like you said, you're already there. And then people just enjoy watching right out of the movie thoughts, especially for the bigger movies. And then that's super TikTokable, you know what I mean? In terms of like,
Right.
that's
Right.
where I'm at right now. Like, all right, so I had the first week where I dropped a couple videos, and it was just a week of grinding. Then the next week, that's when I experienced like kind of the burnout, because I did the playthrough. I started the playthrough, and then we were talking about this beforehand. So
Hmm.
sorry, but to be transparent with everybody else. So then I started the playthrough, and then I was like, it's not coming out how I wanted. So I kind of got frustrated. Then I just went to another video. And like right now, I'm like, I need to balance like some time to edit TikTok videos as well. So I'm like, yo, I need to like come up with like a formula. Like, I know some of the clips like or shinies are TikTokable in terms of like putting it like that. So I think I need to edit the video, edit a TikTok, and then have both of those put out simultaneously, because same thing with like maybe your actual like clips. Give it,
Yeah.
maybe even shorten it even more. 30-second review of that movie if you can.
Yeah.
Uh,
No. That I thought of too. I was like, man, I need, if I can get this on TikTok, like I can pick up some traction on these too. So yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I now need to take advantage of the fact I do go to the movies. I need to put out this content, but out of the theater for sure. Like, hey, I'm here at the theater. Here's
think-
my instant reaction, because I'm doing it, but I'm like waiting to get to the home. Like, and I know I'm literally 5 minutes from the movie theater, but
but you could
it
do
doesn't
both.
matter.
You
It
know what I'm
doesn't
saying?
matter.
Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, the Real Rejects formula is out of theater, then the actual review, and then if somebody hasn't seen the movie, and whenever the movies come out on streaming platforms and stuff, if somebody on their channel that works for them hasn't seen it, they watch the movie reaction. So you get all three of
Yeah.
one movie, even though they're talking about the same movie.
No, for sure. No, I just need to take advantage of the moments that
No,
make
it's just,
themselves appear. So
it's just maximizing. I mean, I
yeah.
think all of us, we need that. Like, maximize the content we're making already, because we're making content daily. Now, how we distribute it and put it out, I truly believe like we got to be posting 10 to 15 things of
Yeah.
content a day at some point. Now it's how we get there and what works. But just from your thing and my thing, it's like the videos we're making, I stream for an hour, 2 hours. That's content. Then I cut that down into however many videos comes out of it, content. Now me personally, I need to chop those even further down, because man,
Right.
with the views are out there, we just got to get them. And I think it's a good energy right now in Blackout. I mean,
Yeah, no.
Herc's talking about it in the chat. Like, me and him have a lot of ideas that we want to work on together. And obviously, his basement's flooded. We were gonna stream this week and do like a shiny race, which I'm kind of excited for, because it's like one
Yeah.
of those.
Yeah, he said his
Little
basement got
competitive.
flooded. That sucks, man. That
Yeah.
sucks. No, but and he also makes a pretty good point, right? Don't get burnt with the content push. And right now it's not a burn. It's more that we have so many ideas,
Yeah,
and
I don't
it's
think.
just making time for it. That's all. I think that's my thought on it.
I felt burnt out because of how much editing I was doing when I got to the playthrough, but it wasn't like a burnout of I don't want to do this. It was just like this idea isn't working. Let me go to another idea. And then I just worked on that. I was like, and like as soon as I started the other thing, I just like started smiling, giggling. I was like, oh, I'm back. Like so it's just finding it is finding a balance. But like you said, I mean, we keep joking about the little competition, but I am like trying to catch up to you. I am trying to boost the numbers up. And then the fact that you're actually putting content out because of it makes me want to, you know what I mean? Like, all right, let's keep going. Like, if, we're joking about it, but it's like, all right, let's make it a little competition.
No, it's a good push.
Fun.
Yeah, no, it's a great push because like I said, I even like because we were talking, and this is funny. I'm talking to Mama Llama about your thumbnails. I'm like, hey, you check out my thumbnail game. You see what I did? You see what I did with my thumbnail? I'm stepping up my game. And she just kind of like, yes, you did, honey. I'm like, yeah, I did. I stepped up my game. Did you see my thing? Did you see what I did? So it's like, I think it's friendly competition. It's fun. And it's us not that we're one upping each other, but we're like, hey, we're pushing, right? We're pushing each other. So I love it. I love the fact that we're doing that. And it's just a lot of fun, man. So I'm just excited that, and the one great thing that was happening this week was that I had so many ideas and so many things I wanted to do that I got frustrated that I couldn't get them all done. Like that, that's a good feeling where it's like, shit, I have so many things I want to do and such limited time that I'm like, this is a good problem to have. Like when I don't have any ideas and I'm kind of like in a rut, I'm like, damn, I hate this. But now I'm like, oh shit, if I can just get in. I
experienced that as well.
Yeah.
Because I felt like, and I think it's also a detriment that I have so many ideas because I'm like, I want to do this. All right, like I want to stream, get the content, but then I want to edit it or edit the playthrough because the playthrough to me is like something big I want to do for a channel because I've never had a whole playthrough done. So that's something I like. To me, that's a big goal because it could be potentially like 50 episodes or more, depending on how long, because I want to finish the whole game.
Yeah.
So it could be like a very long process of me doing it. And I'm excited because I know the editing will get better towards the end. The thumbnails will get better, all that stuff. Then I want to do like leak videos. And I'm like, bro, I need to like do one thing right now and just get good at it and then go to the other ideas. But like every day there's like a new idea. And then I want to do the stuff with Herc. And I'm like, me and Herc want to do a playthrough. So I'm like, bro, there's just a lot of things I got to slow down a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I got to be
right.
Just focus on the playthrough and then get. I did feel bad too because I said I wanted to post as like 5 times a week, but like doing the playthrough editing took so much time that I couldn't like shiny hunt and get more videos. So then I was like, fuck, like I felt like I was slacking even though I wasn't, So I'm like, there's got to be a way I can like maybe just get as many shinies as I can in like a 3-day span. Have all that footage and then work on that shit. I don't know.
Right.
But it's good, man. Good problems to have. Good problems to have.
Way good problems to have. All right. So in the chat, let's see. Chat. Hercules says, Chat Mom and I were talking a little bit earlier about our dads of Blackout stuff. If y'all are down for it when we all meet in a few weeks. Yeah, no, for sure.
Oh,
just a little excitement before the release of the first podcast when he gets home. Keep pushing it. Katie says, I love it when AD shows me his thumbnails. I show Chat Mob clips literally after I do an edit and we giggle together. Right. Those are fun. We got this, brother, one step at a time. The content will always be there for us to nab. Fucking algorithm. For sure. No, like I said, again, we're having fun. And these are great problems to have, and there's energy behind it. So I'm excited. Like I said, go for it.
To give you some like props too. This is another like you really motivate me a lot because I know you say I motivate you and I talk shit, but like the other way around, like just looking at what you've done this whole time, like bro, I was looking at like 1.92 million views on your channel as a whole, almost 2 million. I'm like, bro, that's just fire. And I look at mine as like 1.5K. I'm like, I gotta step that up. A lot.
Yeah, I find it very motivating, but also pretty awesome. Like I step back and go, "Holy shit, that's pretty good. That's pretty awesome." Thank you, though. Hey, I'll take my props where I can get. I'll take my flowers. Hercules says, "I'm just happy everyone is motivated to do something more." Yeah, no, for sure. All right, so again, lots of content. Check it out. We're cross platforming stuff. We're
we also really need like come up with a plan while we're out there, like what we're gonna do. Like couple things that we can do while we're out there. I do think we should do the pod, pre-record it, and just because we have everybody there. Like I don't,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Just sit around with the mics and just talk for an hour, and it'll be just a special presentation of the Sunday night live stream. I can just like do a quick edit for like the intro and say, all right, this is
See, but I think we do a Sunday morning, so like we have the couple days, so then we have like even more stories to like talk
from
about,
the weekend.
and it'll probably be like very it will probably be hungover and stuff, but
it would sound like this would be like, welcome to the Sunday night live stream.
We're gonna have fucking bacon, egg, and cheeses, pub subs there. We'll be all right. Couple Red Bulls.
It's gonna. Hey, we're gonna be ready. We're gonna be ready. Oh, look at this. My cousin's in the chat. Look at this. My cousin says, "Primo, love you. Hey, love you too.
Hello,
thank you for coming by. Hey, look at that. Reaching out to my family, to the Llama extended family. I love that.
So
awesome. Hey, listen. I'm glad to have you on here. I'm glad to have you here. Tell the rest of the family come join me. Tell them to subscribe. I got lots of family, especially in Peru. All right. So the other thing, I have a couple of notes and some things we could talk about. But one thing that I heard you talking about just kind of sparked my interest was you were listening to EA Voss talk about Echo. And I only watched about an episode or two. I don't know if you watched any episodes. Have you watched anything or
no?
What are your? I mean, from what you've heard, anything? Any thoughts on that?
Sounds. It sounds what I thought it was gonna be, but I don't know. I feel like Marvel's in that weird stage right now, where like the things that they greenlit before, they're not like super confident about. So it's like, how much effort did they really put in Echo? Like I'm sure, like the people working on it did put a lot of effort, but I'm just saying, like Marvel as a whole, like did they really push it the proper way? He was saying in that video how, Marvel out of anybody knows what it's like to when a show captures the audience, and every week there's a conversation about it for 8 weeks or 7 weeks, however many episodes, and they just dump this whole thing out. So it's kind of interesting. And the whole Marvel Spotlight section or intro, which labels it as kind of like otherworld story, like do they continue doing things like that? Do they connect this in any way? Because Daredevil was in it, but like, is it the Daredevil that we're gonna see? I don't know. So it sounds like it's a good show. It sounds like people are like enjoying it, because I think a lot of people also, at least from the people I talked to, they had very low expectations for the show. So
yeah,
I think I at least hit that or higher. You know what I mean? Like,
it's certainly different. It's different than what I had expected. So I thought it would be like a continuation of Hawkeye, and it would be in that world. And then when I watched it, it was way different than I had expected. And so I instantly knew. I said, "Oh, I know who's gonna hate this show. I know who's gonna shit on this show right away." And it's all those people who talk about Marvel is woke and all this stuff, like those same shitty people who always talk about that stuff. But the show itself is pretty good, at least from what I was watching. But again, the way that they try to interconnect everything with all the, like, if it was its own show and it didn't have all those other pieces to it, I think it would be more successful. It would be a more interesting show. But because they try to weave in other characters and other things from other shows, like, I think that's where its weakness is. Her story is really interesting, and it's about like the indigenous people and where she comes from and how her backstory. It's really fun. It's fun and interesting to watch. It's kind of like if you take Miss Marvel and you just move it to a different setting, a different type, different like civilization and type of people, and you get a backstory about the culture of her people. And it's an interesting watch. And she's a badass. Like, she's trying to take over Kingpin stuff. Like, it's really interesting what she's doing. But like I said, because people are trying to connect all of these Marvel worlds, you get these tryhards who are going to go out there and be like, "Oh, this show is, they're just trying to, spread cultural awareness." And it's not. It's really a pretty decent show. But 2 episodes in, we were pretty hooked. We thought it was pretty good. I don't know if they stuck the landing. I heard the landing, or the last episode was pretty up, pretty kind of meh, like mid. And so I don't know. We'll see what happens. because we're gonna continue to watch it. There's not, again, the good thing is it's not a long investment, like in terms of episodes. So, but I don't like the fact that they dropped it all at once, because I do like binging shows, but I always like the water cooler talk. I like the Loki stuff. Like if I watch something one week, it lets me think about it, lets me talk to people about it, lets me watch, breakdown shows. I love that part of the Marvel stuff, is to watch like 6 breakdown videos on YouTube and get different perspectives, so I'm prepared for the next week's episode. I love that part of it. But when you have this, everything drop all at once, you have 15 people doing all the reactions for all the episodes. EA Voss breaks down the entire series, and I'm like come on, I don't have that much time to binge the shows. So anyway, for me so far it's interesting, but it's got mixed reviews, so I kind of figured it would go that way.
I mean, it's just where Marvel's at right now.
Yeah, I would say so. Let's see. Hercules says, I'm happy Yellowstone is making a return. Can't wait to binge that. I mean, I heard Yellowstone's really good. Mama Llama loves that freaking show. I can't get into it, man. I heard it's good. Someone said it was like The Sopranos, but with horses. And I'm like, I don't know about that, but maybe that's the proper description. I don't know. It's like Sons of Anarchy. I just can't get into that show. I want to watch it because Birdie says it's the greatest show ever made. He loves that show, but I don't know. I just, something about bikers and the biker gangs. I just don't get into it. But I don't know. So maybe I'm wrong on that. Hey, Gabe, how are you doing, sir? We're worried about you. How about them Cowboys? Sorry, I had to do it, man.
I thought Kirk said that because of the indigenous people, not the football team.
Oh, no. Sorry about those Cowboys, man.
It works both ways, I guess.
No, Jesus, no. Well, this is the last episode of the Big Llama Show. We got canceled. Chat Mom says, yeah, Yellowstone's so freaking good. We really liked School Spirits. So sad it kept us guessing and suspicious, and it was fun. Okay. Llama, skip the first episode and watch Yellowstone. Okay. Yellowstone. Gabe's on a. Gabe, it's all right, man. It's all right, man. We'll get through this together, man. As a Dolphins fan, I can help you. I can help you through. We've been through this many years. It's okay. You guys are regular season champions. That's all that matters. Hercules says, watch the last 20-30 minutes of episode 1 and never look back. Okay. Oh man, I don't know. Like I said, Mama Llama's watched the whole thing, and she's watching prequel series. There's like 6 series, and my in-laws, they're watching it. They love the shit out of this Yellowstone. It's got to be a good show. I'm not shitting on the show. I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't know that I can get into this, horses and ranches and sweeping scenery. I don't know. It's just me. I don't know. What do you think, AD? Would you watch Yellowstone? Is that something that interests you? I don't know.
Not at all. My mom and dad, I think, watched it, and I'm pretty sure they were telling me about it. If it's a show I'm thinking, then
yeah. I'm saying I'm being prejudiced on it. I'm judging it for its outward look. It looks like a boring show, but I don't know. It could be really, really good. So here comes the Rambo hate. I really can't wait to do first impressions of Rambo. Like, it's gonna be the funniest thing, because I'm gonna go.
Or it's not gonna do anything, dude. I'll set the expectations.
I'm going into the archives. I'm grabbing the full review because I chopped it. I chopped the shit out of that review to try to salvage it. I'm going archives. I'm going doubling down on how bad I went on that review. Oh God. Oh, that's gonna be a fun one. All right. So anyway, that's Echo.
Mama's gonna talk about the hate he gets from it for 3 weeks after. You milked that the first time.
I did.
I was like, all right, Llama, we get it. They hate you because you hate the movie. that was Llama's first time going against the grain, and he loved it. He loved it.
I rode that wave.
Yeah, you did for sure.
It was great.
There was definitely, I was like, all right, Llama, we can stop talking about it now.
I think it was like I went 3 episodes. 3 episodes, 3 weeks of Can you believe they still hate me?
That was when Llama used to actually rant.
That's true. I don't rant. I don't rant anymore.
Good, dude. I thought that was it was funny because you got so passionate about, but it was what you got passionate about was so dumb. I forgot the first time you did it.
Oh, because the guy called me the guy called me stupid or
Something.
Kruger or something. Yeah. Yeah.
You got so worked up. I was like, Llama, this is gonna happen, dude.
That was my first taste of like really bad comments, and I couldn't handle it. I was so mad. I was like, I'm gonna beat this guy, whoever this guy is. And then we had our hate watcher.
Oh yeah.
It was around the same time we had our hate watcher. It must have been the same guy.
No, I honestly think of somebody we know.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%. It was like super trolly at times.
It was Birdie.
But nah, I don't think it was Birdie. Because he was arguing with him, and I don't think Birdie would argue with himself.
Birdie's a master manipulator. The guy could argue with himself.
I don't think he would, though. But I do think I have a theory. It's somebody we know. But also, that sometimes it just was too passionate from their side. Like, all right, dude. Like, I don't. What do you want from us?
Yeah. Like,
Spielberg is okay, dude.
Oh, who was it? What director was he telling us about? We're like,
Del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro. We're like, I just don't like his movies. And he was like, but he's the greatest in our generation.
The greatest.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, he's okay. He makes weird movies. He got pissed, I think, when we were like, oh, we don't care. That was actually a lot of fun. Hercules says Animal Kingdom is a great show too. All right. Yeah, I don't know anything about that show. Hercules, Birdie would argue with himself to play us for a loop. He purposely named himself Mikey Birdie to mess with Hen Dog for months. Birdie's diabolical, man. I wouldn't put it past him. What's the guy's name again? I forgot the guy's name. Chat Mom knows.
What?
The guy's name who was fighting with us. Bruce. Sometimes I thought it was Hen Dog being funny, but then I was like, no, this guy really is for real.
See?
Oh, there you go. Bruce.
I thought it was Hen Dog too. Like early, like when it first happened, I was like, this might be Hen. Because at that time, he was like, I watch the shows. Like, you don't watch the fucking shows.
Yeah, no, I was like, I don't know. You think it's somebody I know? I don't know. I couldn't tell.
Who knows? Yeah, but I mean, they went away.
Yeah, they stopped. They blocked everybody.
That's when I think it's a real person, or that's why. Because like, if it was somebody just trolling us, they wouldn't block anybody. They just keep trolling. But like when they were blocking everybody in the chat, because when you think about it, then it became them getting bullied.
Yeah, no. Every time Bruce came on, I think Chat Mom was talking through different people. She's like, "Tell Bruce I said this," and we put it on the screen. Anyway, so Bruce can read it. Anyway, the other thing, I have two other things here, and I think we have much more, but I just read that Mandalorian gets the big screen treatment. They're getting Mandalorian instead of, I don't know if they're going to do a season, but they're going to give him a movie. Yeah,
Mandalorian, Ahsoka. They talk about obviously the Rey saga that's coming as well. There's a Taika Waititi film coming.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad to say because it's like, all right, using the Marvel formula with Star Wars now, basically.
Yeah.
You know,
just making different movies that all kind of interlink with each other,
or don't now.
Yeah,
that's now making a universe isn't the cool thing. It's making it kind of like it, but not it.
I think if it organically makes sense, right? Like if something makes sense to pair up with something, then that's great. But like trying to make all of this shit fit together, I don't know. Sometimes you just want to just tell a good story, right? And just it can be set in the world of Star Wars, but it doesn't have to always link to Luke and Leia or.
Well, I mean, like Andor. I mean, Mandalorian.
Yeah.
To a sense, but it's just so hard because they put themselves in the corner. It's not like We got a raid on Twitch with a party of 3.
Oh, here we go.
Oh shit. Jelly
Welcome.
Donut, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in.
Hey,
But
welcome.
but I do think like with Star Wars, they paint themselves in a corner. You know, like with the Luke storyline and the Skywalkers, like we've been following it so long. Now they're trying to like get themselves out of it, and it's kind of hard because I bet you there's like Star Wars fans that don't want to see nothing else. They're like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? Like this is not the Star Wars I know. You know, so who knows?
You got Ender Boss Gamer. Hey, welcome to the show, man. Hey,
What up?
Hey, welcome to the raid. Let's go. Ace is here. Let's go. Hey, we got a lot of people coming in. Let's go. I like this. I like the raid. I like the raid from Twitch.
Even though I'm excited.
Hey,
this is his first raid out here.
Well, exactly. I don't get raided.
I don't get raided.
I don't get raided unless I think about the cops coming to my house.
Unless it's the raid on the Big Llama Show YouTube that he just released.
That's right. Thank you. Good segue.
Who is the new director? I'm not too familiar. The Star Wars is the one, like, I like it from afar. I'm not like super into it.
I mean, well, hold on. Two questions. So who do you think of the new director is supposed to be the lady who's directing the new Rey movie, and she's got some controversy about some comments that she made at a women's conference. I don't care. If she makes a good fucking movie, then I'll enjoy it. Those are my thoughts on that. Like, I really don't. I don't play into the listen to the soundbite shit. Like, if she makes a good fucking movie, and then I'll watch the movie, and then she gets good reviews. But I understand, man. Like, I'm a bigger fan of Star Wars than you are. Obviously,
Yeah,
like this is my this kind of my thing. But yeah, man, I enjoy the content. I enjoy what they put out there, and I'm here for the enjoyment of a Star Wars movie. But some of this shit sucks. Some of the series and things that they put out sucks. Like I've yet to watch some of the cartoons and things because I don't get into long-term series and things like that. Like it takes a little bit of commitment for me to do that. So even as a big Star Wars fans, I haven't watched the Clone Wars series. I really haven't watched Rebels. I haven't watched any of these things, which people say they are amazing, which I will probably agree. But you're asking for a long-term commitment of like 6 seasons in a cartoon, and I'm like, I don't have that time. I don't have that kind of time. But I will trust and say that it's pretty good, right? Like,
I think we're gonna have to get to a point where, or we will get to a point, especially if like Dave Filoni is taking over everything over. That's another thing. Like they found their, I don't know. It's kind of different because it's not necessarily superhero shit. So like they could be in a perfect time where they watch what Marvel has done. You know, they got, the Kevin Feige, somebody who has a vision and can lead all these ships to maybe a cohesive story that, like we said, either like connects or doesn't. But they found somebody that's very passionate about it. Every time they drop something, most Star Wars fans seem to champion Filoni and his work.
Yeah,
it could be like the antithesis of like superhero shit, because even though it's kind of similar and kind of, it's not necessarily like they have superpowers or anything. Like you can basically have anything. I mean, their shows are example. You got Ahsoka, which deals with like the Gray Jedi and that thing or that way. Then you got the Mandalorian, which is like its own little thing. Andor, obviously. I don't know. We'll see, man.
Yeah. So shout out to Jelly Donut. They brought the people over. So thank you so much for the raid for sure. Hitting us up with the let's go. All right.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Chat Mom says, well, what's she say, Llama?
Llama doesn't want to talk about that.
Well, no, I don't mind talking about. Again, she just says she's in a world where she wants to make men feel uncomfortable, and it's kind of, she's challenging the status quo, which is fine. To me, I don't care about, like, if that's your mindset, that's your mindset. That's cool. I don't mind.
Can you do it? Uncomfortable. Can you do that in a compelling story? Like
exactly. If that's what it takes, then fine. I don't mind feeling uncomfortable in a story or you showing the ugliness of life. Fine. Do that, but like make it, if you're gonna touch Star Wars or a property that is there to entertain, then fucking entertain and make it a good movie. That's all I care about. So, but if that's her view, I'm all for it, man. Like push.
But I also think they're not gonna put her in that position if they don't think she's capable of it. So
Right. I think she's probably a good filmmaker, and I think she was at a women's conference when she mentioned this. I don't think she was talking about Star Wars. I think she was just talking like, like empowering women and saying, "Hey,
yeah,
this is what we do." And so, fine. That's listen, man. Like people like you could take a clip out of this show and like completely put it out of context and be like, these guys are assholes, right? Like, but again, that's just the world we live in. We live in a soundbite world. So I really don't care, because I look at further than just the soundbite. So
yeah.
anyway, Chatmon says, I love a series. I like a series over a movie. I'll kill a fucking 6 seasons in 4 days, no sleep with her. No, I'm all for that. I mean, like I said, if it's a good, compelling series, yeah, I'll sit down. I just honestly, like, unless that series doesn't like there's a like what's that show, How to Get Away with Murder. I don't know if you've seen that show or if you watched that show.
Oh, how to get wait? Say that
Yeah,
again?
how to Get Away with Murder.
With Viola Davis.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic show. We just finished that like a couple months ago.
So I watched the first 3 seasons, and like religiously, and I love the show. But after like the third season, kind of jumped off the rail a little bit. Like it got a little bit too ridiculous for me. And then we kind of lost interest, and I was like, eh. But again, I love the show, I love the characters, and then I just stopped watching it. Like after like I just stopped watching it. But that's just me. Like I there's some things that like have to continue to happen for me in the series for me to keep watching it. Otherwise, I go, that's kind of fucking stupid. But that show for me was great. And then at some point, something happened where I was like, I don't like that. Or I was like, eh.
Well,
And then I just stopped.
I think they.
It was great though. Like
No,
the first,
but I just think like the show itself did like go down for like a season or two where it was
Yeah.
like it was okay, but the way it ends and the way it picks up, I mean, it ended really well. I just think it did kind of slow down, and I feel like when you're in a series like that, you got to understand. Well, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like I feel like you got to understand like some shows go through lulls. You know, like the writing isn't as good, and I
Yeah.
keep that like the real like thing in mind. Is like, all right, maybe they ran out of ideas, and if you see it for a couple times, because it happens to me like, or it happened in like when I watch Vampire Diaries. There's like a point where the show like takes a dip in like its writing. It's like you can tell it just
Yeah.
wasn't as good as what it was, or they ran out of ideas and now they're trying to like find that. And that I think it did happen in How to Get Away with Murder, but I do think like it picks up from that. And
Yeah.
the quality goes back to what it was the first couple seasons. Because first 2 seasons
Yeah.
specifically are it's like you're on the edge of your seat the whole time, like what the fuck is going on? But like I said, I do agree. I believe it was like the third, fourth season where it's like, all right,
So
fine.
just something happened where I was like but you're right. The first 2 seasons, I couldn't like the following week. I was like, I gotta watch. I got what happened next, and then something happened that third season where I was like, and then I just stopped watching. And then but again, it was the show. I loved the show at the time. Katie, I've never seen Star Wars.
Yeah,
we got to get you on the show and do a reaction, because if I put Star Wars content on my channel, it should blow up. Maybe you should do reactions with her for watching Star Wars. That'd be great. Chat Mom says, oh, okay, that's not even the bad thing. I thought it was like bad. No. Jelly Donut said, good night,
appreciate
y'all.
you again. Appreciate you. I hope you had a good stream.
Yeah, no, thank you for that. Katie says, you gotta do all 6 in a weekend.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's a commitment.
I mean,
right
you
there.
could do that though. If that's all you're doing, you could do that.
That's 12 hours. You get 12 hours.
Yeah, you do it, 6-6.
Enter boss game. Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, well, there's more than 6, but if you're going to do the core, you do the 6. Ender boss game. What more can they add to Star Wars? Because I feel like they keep heading towards the same as the Fast and Furious franchise.
That's funny.
It's true. It's Star Wars. Let's say Star Wars in space, like Fast and Furious in space. Yeah, no, they're gonna have Dominic Toretto with a lightsaber.
They're gonna cross both of them.
Family. Jar Jar Binks is Dominic Toretto.
The Force has nothing on family.
John Cena just gonna show up randomly.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's true. Like you got to get away from that story, and that's why I think the Rey story will be interesting. because that's a whole new uncharted territory. Even though she is a Skywalker, or claims to be one.
That's what. Oh no, she's a Palpatine, but
she's a Palpatine, but she claims the name Skywalker.
Dude, you're a Palpatine. Just own it, you know.
Yeah,
but
own it.
I do like that. There's not much we know of the character and what's gonna happen, so it's like they can kind of do anything. I mean, they're even talking about like, the two Jedi and Ahsoka. I forgot what the girl's name was. But they're saying like she might like be the villain in the next couple years because she just went off and did her own thing. So I don't know. Anything can kind of happen. So that's what's kind of exciting. But I think they have 1 or 2 movies to like make it work, or I don't know how much longer you can just keep rehashing, like he said, or like how do you keep rehashing things?
Yeah. You got to get away from that story, and enough bringing Palpatine and all these things. Like just get away from it. And like there's 100,000 Jedi out there. You can figure out a new story for it. Let's see. Herc says we did this the entire Lord of the Rings series, and it was amazing. Now, Herc, did you do the theatrical release or the extended cuts? Because the extended cuts are 4.5, almost 5 hours a piece. I don't think I'll ever sit down and watch.
I don't think I'll ever watch Lord of the Rings at all.
What? I mean, those are pretty good.
I watched one. I think it was the first one, but I just hated it, and I was a kid, so I don't think I would like it now. You know what I mean? Like I'm like.
Although in hindsight, I will say like it seems like it's an easy task, like what they're asking Frodo to do. And you can simplify it, but it's not. It takes time to sort of be like, yeah, it takes 3 movies to get there. But as a youth, I was like it shouldn't have taken 3 movies. But I get it. It does. But yeah, no extended cuts in that. The 5.5 hour movies. That's crazy. You don't need to take anything out of context for this show to prove that we're assholes here. Thank you, Chat Mom. Appreciate that. We're always honest. Season 3 of anything feels like it's pulling teeth. The writing always seems to drag at that point.
Not true, man. Vampire Diaries season 3, fire. Season 4 is one that's like, what are we doing?
I think at some point. Oh, there goes my camera. No.
It's like 3 weeks in a row. You got some technical difficulties here.
No, I know what it is. It's my camera in the background. It's the application. I think at some point, between season 3 and 4, the writers either get pay increase or they pick up the contract for more time, and then they get lazy. I think when you're hungry and you're trying to get that big contract or you want to get that extension, you're putting all your effort into it.
I also think it could be that they just didn't have a plan for it to get that far.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Insecure, Issa Rae talks about how, because it was 5 seasons, and she's like, I went in knowing it was going to be like, I needed 5 seasons to tell the story I wanted to tell. Even if they threw me a bag for 6 seasons, no, it's like, this is the one story I want to tell. And I think that's one thing you kind of have to do with like shows and stuff, like know when the best story is being told, and then kind of like, I mean, it's very, you have to be very disciplined and understand it, because it's easy to be like, you know what, maybe we'll write another one. Maybe I can do more with this character, and then you start getting to weird shit. It always happened with like sitcoms and stuff. Yeah, it's like the story was like being told, and then they just went past it, and it was like, how the fuck did we end up here? Or like even like Days of Our Lives. There's like literally anything that could happen in Days of Our Lives has happened, and they've reversed what has happened to like tell a new story that has other, you know, it's like, it's kind of nuts. Like
it's like, hey, we killed off AD in season 15 of Days of Our Lives, but he's back. That's twin brother AD. He's DA. He's DA right now.
He acts exactly like the original character, but with a different twist.
Right. He's completely evil. He's not AD. He's DA. That happens all the time. I could not stand that on soap operas. I did watch General Hospital. That was the soap opera of choice in this household. Chat Mom says they always slow build you in shows. Then it's season 5 and nothing makes sense. In Vampire Diaries, once there was another round of doppelgangers. I need to stop.
Oh, God.
Let's see. Ender Boss Gamer. I mean, mainly like the films are forced and slowly running out of ideas. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Hercules says it's going to be crazy, a crazy ass crossover event. Fast and Furious meets Transformers and Star Wars and Die Hard. Yeah, just Optimus Prime shows up with John McClane in the driver's seat. Oh my God. Hercules says we watched the OG 3 movies, the 3 hours each. Okay, it was fun but intense. Following the series was wild. Yeah, no. Lord of the Rings, man. That's a hard watch, man, on the week. After 3 seasons, they have to pay you, at least with child actors anyway. They have to pay you well, as they say. And what's DA? Oh, Days of, is that? Oh, DA is the reason for the Blackout Civil War.
You made the joke, dude.
Yeah, I know. I did. Oh my God. DA. I'm like, what's DA stand for? What
what's
the hell?
DA mean? 2 minutes later.
The joke wrote itself, and then I fucked it up at the end. I didn't stick the landing. So
You didn't believe in it, dude.
I didn't. Well, no, hey, I believed in the joke. I just didn't realize he was gonna lob me up a layup right there, and I just fucked it up. I just shot it in the wrong basket. Sorry, Herc. He laid it up, and I fucked it up.
That's funny.
I did a Joe Coy on that one. That's what I did.
Leave it alone, dude. Taking enough heat.
Dude, man, that guy just he was in the wrong room for sure. Oh my God, Katie's dying here. We're currently embarking on the X-Men universe with the kids. They wanted to go timeline order, so we start with First Class. Oh, okay, there we go. They're invested. I thought the X-Men franchise was a little bit had a little bit funky shit in it. Like it was weird.
Nah,
they had some weird elements in it.
It was just different. They did the same thing except they went and got different characters. But they just kept rehashing the same story. It was like, all right, well now we're gonna bring him to the past. Now we're gonna see Logan old as hell. I mean, I think there was a lot of good ideas. Gotta think that was the beginning of what Marvel, that gave Marvel and Kevin Feige like their start and like what actually came. So I think like early on there was a lot of not knowing what works and being like one of the first like franchises to like really explore. Because think about it, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man only got the 3 movies. That was it. Mm-hmm. Every Spider-Man rendition. I mean, the Christian Bale's Batman movies only got the 3. That's it. Like Hugh Jackman has been playing Wolverine since 2001, pretty much.
Yeah, no.
So
and he's playing it this year.
He's about to do it again. Like, so I think like there was like weird stuff, but it goes to what we were just talking about. Like they might have ran out of ideas in some parts.
Yeah,
they might have, because that was another thing. Like they didn't have the foresight to like spread out the movies. Like they didn't know they were gonna make all these X-Men movies, so they told like stories that could have took 2 movies to tell. And they try to put it in like 1 hour of movie and then put you another storyline for the last half hour.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they could have expanded the storytelling for sure. A lot of good comments here. Hercules says you fumbled it, Llama. You shot the basket at the wrong end zone, and now we have a par 5. Yeah, I fucked it up royally. Thanks. Chatmom says it wasn't great at all, but First Class is honestly one of my favorites. No, I enjoyed First Class. It was actually a good bit of kind of redoing the franchise. I did like First Class for sure. Hercules says I love X-Men as a concept. It's so much fun, but how many Wolverine movies do we need?
A lot, man.
Hugh Jackman is a big star. I will say though, Logan is one comic book movie that legit made me cry in theaters.
Yeah, Logan was a fantastic film.
It was a great movie.
Fantastic,
it's a great movie. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take much to make me cry, but yes, I did cry at Logan. So, yeah, no surprise there. Chatmom says I remember seeing the first X-Men in theaters and was just so hyped as a kid. As an adult, I'm like, please remake it. Hey, you were dealing with early CGI back then. Hercules says, when Heath Ledger got the role of Joker, Hugh Jackman spoke to him about getting so engulfed by a fictional character that you start to forget who you really are. Oh. So, I mean, Heath Ledger's Joker is crazy. You know what I saw? And I know this is off topic, but one of the funniest thing, not funny, but one of the things that I saw, somebody said that The Dark Knight was mid. And then he said, if you remove Heath Ledger's performance, he goes, which I thought was stupid. Like, Heath Ledger does a great job. He goes, but if you remove his performance, the whole movie is pretty shitty. And I'm like, and then I went down that rabbit hole. I watched this entire video, and he wasn't wrong in some of his points, but I was like, no, you can't just remove a actor and go, if you take this guy out of the movie, this movie sucks. I'm like, yeah, you do that in any movie, but he wasn't wrong in some of his points. But anyway, I digress. I don't want to get into that discussion. The GOAT of sports. Yo, what's up?
Hey. Appreciate the follow.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you for stopping by, for sure. He isn't wrong.
Yeah, I don't think he's wrong. I mean, those movies were good though, but we were actually talking about those movies at work, and I was like, it was just so grounded to it was just too grounded, I think. Because like Heath Ledger's Joker, when you really think about it, wasn't like the traditional Joker that like made jokes and like squirted, like had a flower on his shirt, squirted you in the face, and then slapped you with the gun. You know what I mean? Like, he was kind of like unhinged, but they like toned it down. So I don't think you got like the full, like, I think if that version of Batman got made in this time where it's like a little bit more comic book accurate, think about how much better that version of maybe Heath Ledger, you know, like the performance would be. Because you have a more free range to like play on the being the clown aspect, because it wasn't like a clown.
Yeah, no, he was just very real, and it was a bit sinister, and there was just something about it. And I enjoyed the movie, but I don't know that I enjoyed part 3. What was it? The Dark Knight Rises. I thought that was okay. I liked the first 2. But yeah, I enjoyed all of them. But like, you're right. There's something different about those movies. It was a different feel. It was a lot more, I think, grittier, I think I would say. Let's see. Very good point. Heath made the movie what it is today. Thank you, Hercules. And the Birdman dropping some cash. Hey,
oh shit. You got some birthday money and spent it on the Big Llama show. You do the same.
Exactly. So I'll have to repay the Birdman when we see him. Hercules, oh shit, the bird extraordinaire. Happy born day, brother.
Oh yeah.
All right. Chat Mom says Val Kilmer is my Batman forever. I like that. I like she used the title of the movie and everything. Val Kilmer was a good Batman. I like Val Kilmer. I like those Batman movies. Those were silly, campy Batman movies. They were good. They were fun. Give me nipples on the Batsuit. That's the real Batman. Yes. Yes. Yeah, Birdie says Clooney and the nips for me. That's I'm telling you, that was a good Batman. And give me Arnold Schwarzenegger with all the bad puns.
What I just said about the like the Heath Ledger Batman, the opposite is said to be for that one, because that was like, especially at that time, it was like they just try to make a cartoon. That was just like one long cartoon of like goofy shit when you think about it, like the Visa little cut he had, them having rollerblades in their fucking, like, why the fuck do they have ice skates in there?
Yeah, exactly.
In their boot? Like, how the fuck does that even work? Like, what? Oh man, the bat nips. Why? In universe, what was Batman thinking? Like, yeah, he's like, I gotta put the nipple print because it gets really cold out there.
I don't want to chafe when I run. like I don't know. I want to know where they are. Like I don't know. Maybe Clooney and the Nips is a great band name. I think we've had that discussion before. Come on, Llama, just chill. No. The Nip Suits, also a great band name. Okay, great band names. We'll just go through those today. Oh man. All right, so I think we've reached our time. That we've reached our hour. Anything you got going on this week, Mr. Blackout AD?
No, man. No, not at all.
I think this was a great episode. A lot of interaction. I'll just go through. We want to thank everybody in the chat. I want to thank what's his name? Jelly Roll? No, Jelly Donut. Jelly Donut. I'm sorry, man. I forgot his name. I'll put it right here. AKY Jelly Donut or Jelly Donut. Yeah, AKY Jelly Donut. Thank you for the raid and bringing some viewers over. Appreciate you. Chat Mom, again, happy belated birthday. Birdie, thank you for the super chat and happy belated birthday to yourself, my friend. Thank you so much. To the Go to Sports, thank you for stopping by. Hercules, thank you for coming in. Gabe, thank you for stopping by. I know you were in mourning for the loss of your Cowboys. Just Dudes Being Guys was here. Katie was here. My cousin was here. This is a fun show tonight. We had a lot of people. Ender Boss Game was here. Ace was in the building. Lots of people in today. So really, really good show. So listen, I want to thank everybody for showing up this week and for coming on to I need a gunfight partner. Okay. We're playing after Call of Duty. If anyone's playing, let me know, because all my editing is done. All my editing is done. I just got to put this on the podcast, and I am ready to play for at least about an hour, and then I definitely have to be in bed, or else I'm gonna get in trouble. Anyway, you guys will understand when you're married. Trust me. All right. Anyway, it is Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Sunday we'll be here on Facebooks, on YouTube, and on Twitch at Blackout_AD. He is Blackout AD. I am the Big Llama. We'll see you guys next Sunday night, again, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be on the lookout for another First Impressions for the Raid. You'll see that for reviews. Go watch the Raid reaction. Go watch Sidelined. I think they've got their playoff specials. They're doing playoff predictions. So go watch that show on the Roman 2 Raw channel. Look for Pokemon content on Blackout AD's YouTube channel. And look for anything from Blackout crew, and everybody's from Hercules and Roman and myself, and from Blackout AD and the Just Dudes Being Guys dropping podcasts. So make sure you guys check out all the Blackout AD, all the Blackout content that's out there. We got a lot of stuff coming out. We'll see you guys next week, Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the Big Llama Show. See you guys next week, man. Peace out.